left versus right. It's going to be two completely different seeds between these two different races that we have here. So we're going to try and call the action for you in a way that's going to make sense for you. But we'll go. So we're off down at the bottom. We got $20 for Wulfy and Cransoon, and I just committed a key error because my buddy here, Rambler, is going to basically be calling the significant action on the bottom race. I'm going to try and call the significant action on the top race, but obviously we're not going to be able to keep it completely separated, so we're going to do our best.
Yeah, we'll be interacting with each other as it goes along between the four races, but I'll be focusing on Wulfy versus Cransoon, and Ryu will be focusing on Furaime versus g3rd0. We have the magic cape from the uncle at Cransoon's side, so that immediately points to possibly Yaga 1 being required right away.
And that's not something anybody wants to see.
And blue mail in the chest down there, so two decent things to find early on, but not the greatest. However, on your end, you got an item up there that g3rd0 just found.
Go to find an early bottle, which always helps. I just missed it as I was adjusting my microphone here, but we do have some love for the uncle. That's good. But Magic Mirror is incredibly significant at the beginning of the game. $300 in the Sanctuary, though.
Wulfy and Cransoon, they both go to the Sanctuary and find the lamp in the Sanctuary chest, so no dark rooms down here.
Yeah, always nice to have. Now, all of these runners are more than capable of running this game without a lamp, but always nice to have.
Cransoon setting up the Houlihan room glitch.
$225 in the Houlihan room. It's a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think it's 255, but yeah, the 9 times, I don't know, it's a lot.
I'm a lawyer. I don't do math. Don't start with that with me. Our top runners both going through the Lost Woods, not finding much in the Lost Woods. A little bit of love in the Thieves' Cave, but let's see what the gold mine that is Kakariko Village turns out for everybody today.
So I think both seeds did not have an item behind the Aga 1 block, so... But that doesn't mean it's not required yet.
Is correct. It could always be possible to have to do Aghanim 1 just for Dark World access. We'll see how this goes between our sets. And we got the shovel in Kakariko Village here in the top race for Furaime v g3rd0. So will that be significant? Acquiring minds want to know.
Nothing but a big 20 at the race game for Cransoon, so he's going to ignore that. He's going to Kakariko Village from the south.
Alright. Both the runners up at the top, basically in the same place. However, g3rd0 did get the magic mirror from Uncle. We got bombs in the well. Let's see what else we got today.
Ooh, on Cransoon's side, I'll let you do it if you want to.
Cransoon, and that's gotta be Kane!
That's what the fans are here for.
That's right. You're gonna hear that twice, because once we find it in this other game, hey, Fisher Price shield from the Bottle Merchant, you're gonna hear it again.
Yeah. On our side, it was at the, I think the back of the tavern, which was actually a place for it.
Early Big Red Cane. That may be hinting that those runners down there may have a early Misery Mire or Turtle Rock. That's never a good thing.
Looks like Furaime found silvers in this chicken hut, I think.
The Silvas, the Ganon arrows.
We find our first bottle down here at the at Blind's hut, and ooh, another bottle with a peanut and bomb, and ether.
A Harry Potter coin. Alright, Furaime, checking the library. We've got half magic.
I was half mad. That looked like the bow to me.
Was it? I can't. Ah. These old men don't have good eyesight either.
It was really quick, but I thought it was.
And g3rd0 getting an early fire shield. Looks like Furaime just YOLOing the race game. Let's see how that turns out. It's the blue mail.
It's not terrible.
Not at all. Nobody would ever turn down the blue mail.
All four runners have. Oh, g3rd0 will see if he grabs it, but all four runners might has the access to the blue mail very early in the seed, which is really nice. Well, these seeds, I should say.
That's right. You were correct, Rambler. I should always go with the young man's eyesight. It is, in fact, the bow on top of the library shelves in our upper race.
Yes. Well, southern race, we found 2 bottles on Kakariko and the Ether, and Wulfy is going to be getting his king soon, and it's going to be looks like they're pretty neck and neck at this point.
Yep. So in our top race, we did have an earlier map check. We got crystals at Eastern and Desert, and we got a pendant. It's red pendant, I believe, at Tower of Hera. Furaime heading down into the dam. No one has found a sword yet at this point of the game. Our bottom race does have a weapon in the Cane of Samaria, but other than that, it's bombs and not much else. Just a little bit of love in the dam there. Oh, we got boots. What are those? Furaime finding das Boot. There's some soggy boots, but time to go fast.
We get the bow now. Down here, looks like we got crystal. So definitely saw crystal at Desert. I think it was a pendant at Hera, and I think it was a crystal at Eastern. The only thing I was 100% sure about was the crystal at Desert, though.
So Furaime gonna go ahead and check out Agnes Cave. Meanwhile, g3rd0 heading into Lake Hylia Hype Cave, aka Mini Moldorm Cave. With just the bombs. Gotta get some good timing here. Gets a twofer on a couple of those Mini Moldorms. Agnes Cave with the hook shot.
Wow. Alright, so it was 2 pendants for Wulfy Cransoon at Eastern and Hera, and a crystal at Desert.
Alright, Furaime checking Bonk Rocks. Meanwhile, g3rd0 is going to head over to Ice Rod Cave. Bonk Rocks giving us the power glove. We are in business.
They're so bad.
It's so bad.
Cransoon checking out Mini Moldorm Cave down here on this end.
Moon Pearl in Ice Rod Cave. Wow.
And we found our hookshot down here at the Mini Moldorm Cave.
Still, nobody has found a sword yet in this game, in either of these 2 seeds.
Confirmed swordless until first sword.
That's right. Just like they're all bootless until boots. Alright, so Furaime gonna go ahead and pick up the bow. I would not doubt.
Stinks bow again.
Yep, that stink dough. Gotta imagine that probably gonna head over to Eastern Palace. Neither one of those runners have the lamp, but also remember that neither one of them need it.
Down here, Iceborne Cave not paying off as well for Cransoon or Wulfy as it is for the other guys. Just big old 20, I believe.
g3rd0 going to go ahead and pick up the blue mail here. Meanwhile, Furaime checking out the 3 items left in the 3 items in escape sewers here. We've got big 20. We got the small key and a little bit of the love. Nothing doing.
And Cransoon is going to be the first one to go check out the escape proper here for. His only weapons are the hookshot and the cane of Samaria, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles these rooms.
He only has the best weapon in the game.
I mean,
Cane of Samaria. Meanwhile, up top, Furaime setting up Houlihan Room. Maybe contemplating a quick trip to Zora here. g3rd0 gonna check out Sahasrarla's closet. He's gonna find 50 rupees, big single, and the lamp.
So we're gonna have no dark rooms on any end, it seems.
Well, it depends. It depends on when Furaime decides to head into Eastern, but of course, I can't imagine anybody would head into Eastern without checking Sahasrarla's closet first.
You know, we found our first sword in Sahasrarla's closet on Wulfy's end, and the mushroom as well.
g3rd0 heading on into Eastern. Cannot blame him at all. He's got silver arrows. He's got the bow. This is going to be pretty much an academic exercise here. And to answer some of the questions in the chat, I can confirm we have 2 trackers taking care of this, folks. 2 trackers. We would not do that to a poor person.
Yeah, it says there's Love and Firestorm on there, but we also have Raspberry Flute taking care of tracking as well. Shoutouts to both our trackers for putting up with this difficult but necessary evil that is 2 different seeds.
Absolutely. Again, kind of like the unsung heroes of the tournament. Probably more important than the commentary, to be honest with you, for oversight. Furaime picking up the Moon Pearl. Meanwhile, g3rd0 making his way through Eastern Palace.
So just to clarify, the top race is a game 3 between Furaime and g3rd0. The bottom race is game 2 between Wulfy and Cransoon. I'm not sure who won game 1. I think it was. I'm not going to say who I think it was. I'm going to look at it right now.
Accuracy is important. We take it seriously here at Speed Gaming 2. And Furaime setting up fake flippers, gets it. Furaime searching a lot in the overworld when he has the items required to complete a dungeon. I don't know if he's taken a calculated risk or knows something that we don't, but obviously this version of the logic, items tend to be found in dungeons.
Soon finding the book in the back of Escape, and he went there the long way because he doesn't have the power gloves yet.
Furaime just finding a big 20, doing the Jesus walk after Hobo there. Did not catch what was on Lake Hylia Island, but Waterfall of Wishing, not working out there for Furaime. 300 rupees on the island. Thank you, Live and Firestorm.
Wulfy went through Eastern as far as he could go and discovered not much in there.
g3rd0 is having a little bit of trouble hitting those darn don't even remember what those things are called.
The red Igors.
No, not the red Igors. The one-shot things that are in the room. At any rate, not terribly easy hitting those with the bow, but wow, what a fast Armos Knight's kill. Gets the first crystal, 1445. Nice. Popos, yeah.
The often not necessary Agina's Cave paying off down here as well. Cransoon finding the flippers.
So it looks like Furaime is going to head on into Eastern Palace. Going to check Sahasrah's closet first. Nice hookshot speed there.
Wolfie looks like he's going to tackle the back of escape as well now.
And just to answer a question I just saw in the chat, go ahead and remind everybody that this is two separate races. Furaime versus g3rd0 up at top, wulfy versus Cransoon at the bottom. Neither race has anything to do with the other. They are on separate seeds, so confusion, we apologize.
Cransoon finding the big key in Desert. He's not locked out just yet, but if the small keys appear on the torch, he might be. And it's just a big 20 on the torch, so don't need the boots to complete Desert. We do need the Power Glove. I don't think we have that yet.
Interesting thing up at the top, for once, there were no significant items in Eastern Palace in our upper race today. That is unusual, particularly for this version of the logic.
Wolfie taking an interesting gamble here. He got the key from the guard, and instead of continuing down the escape proper, he's going to go in the back and open up the 3 chests in the back. Oh, Eastern had the Titan Smiths for Rami, it looked like.
My gosh. It's even the commentators are getting confused with everything that's going on today. It's all right. Yeah, because Furaime had picked up the gloves at Bonk Rocks earlier, so that makes the item in Eastern Palace the Titan Smiths.
Well, Cransoon not finding anything in the desert either.
So g3rd0 looks like he's heading down to check out #things in Zelda's chest. We'll see how that works out for him. Meanwhile, Furaime is making the way through Eastern Palace.
Ooh, and Cransoon finds the Moon Pearl on the desert ledge.
And the saving grace for our upper race right now is those silver arrows. There are no swords yet and no hammer in this race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, #things in Zelda's chest. We found our first sword.
So on both races, we have one guy with a sword, one guy without. Cransoon still hasn't been to Sahasrah to get his sword yet.
You see, Furaime, you don't often see runners pick up those pots in that room, but the only weapon Furaime has is that bow, so anywhere we got arrows is going to be important at the moment.
Cransoon, he went to the hobo. I missed when he had a hobo. I don't think it was anything too relevant, but he's going to probably head on over to the Zora area after this.
Alright, so g3rd0 picking up the Titan Smiths from Bonk Rocks. And g3rd0 apparently did not check the item on Lumberjacks. It is just an arrow upgrade. Good to have that intel. So our runners have the Titan's Mitt, so they have Dark World access.
Cransoon gonna head on over to the Zori area, see what the world's biggest pyramid scheme has for him this time.
G3rd0 going up the Death Mountain route. I have to believe that that's probably next for Furaime as well.
So it turns out for me down here, Cransoon went to the waterfall cave and found both gloves.
Oh my!
Right from no glove to Titan's Mitts in 2 seconds.
I don't know that I have ever seen that happen in any race that I have called or played.
And Zora, not the world's worst pyramid scheme, but 500 rupees is a lot for a full heart container.
The closest I've seen to that was all 3 shields in Escape Dungeon.
Yeah, in the last one, I remember that.
Yep. We got a rod of 1 color on Spectacle Rock Cave, I believe. Or did I miss that? I could have sworn I saw a fire or ice rod, but apparently I'm wrong, because G3rd0 did not go to get it. So green pendant is in Skull Woods, red pendant is on Misery Mire in our upper race today. Meanwhile, G3rd0 heading on into Tower of Hera. I still couldn't tell if that was fire or ice rod. And I was looking for it. Now, it's interesting to note here on our top race, Furaime has the hookshot and is going to be able to clear East Side Death Mountain, whereas G3rd0 has neither the hookshot nor the hammer, although he does have a sword, but is not going to be able to clear that out.
So Cransoon is the first one of our 4 runners to be into the Dark World for a dungeon. He is exploring Skull Woods, which follows the logic of you're playing for 27, check Skull Woods.
And for Furaime, that's gotta be Kane!
There you go.
East Side, Death Mountain, Kane of Samaria.
And Cransoon finding the mirror in Skull Woods.
Got a medallion in East Side Death Mountain. We had literacy in Tower of Hera. We've got the single arrow run validated. Swirly coin for Furaime as well.
Cransoon finding a vanilla big key in Skull Woods, but he's gonna go and he doesn't have the fire rod yet, I don't think, so we can't really complete the dungeon. Oh, but he has the mirror and the book. So on Cransoon's side, we're going to have ourselves a pedestal check.
Oh, pedestal hype. Meanwhile, G3rd0 is heading back down. He's going to get that rod, whether it's fire or ice. I can't tell because of my screen. We're a boot to find doot, though.
You're Canadian all of a sudden?
Hey, looks like the ice rod to me, boys and girls.
And the pedestal dream is dead for the south side. It was only a bomb upgrade.
Well, the dream is still alive and kicking up on our top race. Meanwhile, Furaime, because Furaime has the Moon Pearl Titan's Mitts and that hook shot, is going to be able to check East Side Death Mountain in the Dark World as well.
I didn't even notice the map check on the bottom side, but thank you to our trackers figuring all that out for us. We have the green pendant at Ice Palace. Sorry, the green pendant at Skull Woods. The special pendants to open up Pyramid Fairy at Ice Palace and Swamp Palace.
Meanwhile, G3rd0, with his newfound literacy, is opening up the Desert Palace, while Furaime is going to check Super Bunny Cave, and then almost certainly Hookshot Cave, and we'll know what medallion is required for Turtle Rock.
Wolfie gets his Moon Pearl from Desert Ledge.
Gerdo coming up on the first item in Desert Palace. It is the big key. All right, boys and girls, we got Hookshot Cave. We got Big Love for the first item in Hookshot Cave. Little Love. Mountain Dew. And as we wait for... Go ahead.
On our side, Cransoon finding the silver arrows at the bumper cave.
Sylvus. And Furaime saves and quits. Gerdo finding a burrito. We got one more item we're waiting on here in Desert Palace. There it is. It is the powder. I love that powder, man. Oh, love it.
And we're going to sign up Phantom Ryu for PA. Powderholics Anonymous.
I'll join my friend Willard J. Bradley there.
Well, Wolfie's going to go and get his 2 gloves in the same area.
Furaime heading down into Value Woods. That is its new name as of version 27. Only 2 items, but they tend to be significant. Meanwhile, Gerdo is going to head on in and take out Landmalas.
I wonder on Gerdo's side if he's going to use the ever-popular Ice Rod strats. Though he has the Bone Silver, so he'll probably use those.
Yeah. We found the wrong cane in Skullwoods. We got the cane of Brian. And that's both items for Skullwoods, boys and girls. We got a big 20 and Cane of Brian, so Skullwoods, a bit of a bust. Furaime's going to have to come back as he finds that elusive fire rod.
So there's no, it's interesting enough on the top and bottom, both Hera and Skullwoods are pendants on both these races.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think it's coincidence, actually.
Yeah, it's absolutely coincidence. Absolutely.
Cransoon making his play into the Village of Outcast area.
While Gerdo at about 27:30 picks up the second crystal. Furaime heading straight into Thieves Town. No! Head fake, going to chest game. And we got a Master Sword.
Yeah, that's a lot better than what Cransoon found in his chest game. He only found some bombs.
Gerdo about to finally get his hook shot from Agnes Cave, and he's going to be very upset because he's going to say, man, I was on Death Mountain. Not much from Bomb Hut here, so it looks like, yes, Furaime now is actually heading into Thieves Town. And we've got Laser Stick, the fire rod in Thieves Town.
Cransoon finding the half magic in Thieves Town on our side.
As Chad has rightfully pointed out, Furaime is heading into Thieves Town without the hammer. We will see if that works out.
So is Cransoon. 2 different seeds, but the same place.
Yeah. So far, Furaime has found 2 of the 4 items in Thieves Town. Setting up a death warp here? I believe so.
Ooh,
Gerdo picked. Go
we
ahead.
got the bow down here on Wolfie's side at Paradox Cave.
Oh, interesting that Furaime chose to death warp out of Thieves Town and not finish the dungeon. It is a crystal.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. See if it plays out for him.
It ties into what I was thinking earlier, that we might need ESPN or Speak the Ocho.
That's right. And we've got the flips in the digging game. No why anyone would bury flippers.
Well, Wolfie did in fact find the red mail also in Paradox Cave.
Eggplant hat for the win. So Furaime going to do our little Froggy World tour because remember, Furaime has not yet found the magic mirror waiting in Hyrule Castle Dungeon.
Wolfie taking everyone's favorite walk of shame, taking the Spiral Cave without the boots.
To resident sleepers in the chat. Explosions from old Stumpy today. And the medallion for Turtle Rock in our upper race is Harry Potter Coin, the Ether Medallion. Neither one of our runners have it yet. Turtle Rock is a required dungeon, so that is just another item that's been added to our required progression. Furaime heading to the original Hype Cave. Let us see if it can redeem its reputation because version 27, Hype Cave has not been terribly hyped most of the time. Nope, we got $5, we got a little bit of love, we got another little bit of love, and we got 50 rupees. Tripe Cave, ladies and gentlemen.
So Cransoon making another play. He did not pick up the key from the maid's chest. He does have the hammer, so he can't open that door. Well, it doesn't make sense to open that door anyway to get the item, because you can't get the item there. My phone's beeping. Hold on.
You're just a popular guy, Rambler. It's all right. Or am I going to take the blacksmith home? And wow, we have another sword in Spiral Cave for g3rd0. Cransoon using Samaria strats on blind. I approve. I approve lots.
I usually burn the strats. I approve.
All right, up top, the King's Tomb has Big Love, and the blacksmiths are also smithing big hearts today.
Hookshot Cave not paying off for Wolfie. We did find out, though, that the Quake Medallion is needed to enter Turtle Rock. And Cransoon did, in fact, defeat Blind, got his compass from him. So maybe he figured out also that the map was the last item, so he doesn't need it at all. But Cransoon getting his first crystal about 33 minutes in.
All right, both Furaime and g3rd0 heading into the Dark World from the Kakariko teleporter. It was almost a sync, but not quite. g3rd0 going to check Skullwoods, not going to find anything interesting. Furaime just ran right past Bumper Cave. One would have thought one would have checked it just to see, but looks like Furaime is going to head to Catfish. Still no mirror for Furaime. You've got to believe that that is the item Furaime is looking for.
Cransoon took care of the digging game, only found a piece of heart there, so he's going to go rescue the blacksmith that we ever lovingly call Jeremiah lately.
And Wolfie finding the mirror down in Skull Woods. And Quakefish for Furaime spits out just a triple boom. And Gerdo checks Bumper Cave. It's just a bomb upgrade, as the chat has informed me. Furaime already did that, which makes sense why he just dashed right past it. Gerdo has the mirror, so he's going to be able to check Cave above Graveyard. See if that is important. Meanwhile, Furaime got to be feeling a little bit frustrated not having the mirror and not having the hammer either. Nothing doing on either the pyramid or Cave above Graveyard. The search for progression continues.
Cransoon doing the Purple Chest World Tour here, checking out the Haunted Grove area, Haunted Grove Cave, the Rizzle Stumpy next, and then I'll return to Purple Chest.
Furaime going to check out the Palace of Darkness, maybe hoping for a vanilla hammer here. Meanwhile, Gerdo checking Village of Outcasts. And everyone's favorite extortionist, Kiki the Monkey, letting Furaime on into the Palace of Darkness. And if you can't... Go ahead.
Go, dude. Finish off.
No, I was just going to say, if you can't tell, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first race in a long time where I have been able to commentate above the level of a whisper. Gerdo finding the hot flaming Cheeto in the chest game.
Cransoon leaving the Purple Chest behind because he wants to enter Hype Cave, or the Cave of Mediocrity as it's known for V27. And it looks like... Ooh, we found a flute, so it is above mediocre. It's pretty hype.
Answer the question in the chat. No, I am not back in the States. It's just early in the morning, or early relatively here.
Wulfy picks up his silver arrows from the Bumper Cave as well, so all four of our runners will not be doing silverless scan strats.
And we'll see if Gerdo goes ahead and completes Thieves Town.
Very interesting on Cransoon's side. He still has not found a sword.
37 minutes in and no sword. That's got to be a little painful. Meanwhile, Furaime getting a little low here. Maybe setting up a death warp to head back to the beginning without the mirror.
You can check Bomber's tablet without sword. You can see what's on there, you just can't get it. So Cransoon saw that. Wasn't anything worth it.
Gerdo does not complete Thieves Town either. I'm assuming our runners are just deciding not to go all the way through it since they don't have the hammer. You can certainly understand that. Nobody wants to go through Thieves Town and have the last possible item sitting there in the big chest, because you basically have to walk through the entire dungeon to get back there.
Alright, Cransoon now activating his flute, so he'll have access to fly around the world on a whim.
Ladies and gentlemen, all rise for the Hyrulean National Anthem.
Wulfy finding his second sword at Catfish.
Gerdo hitting up the Batman. Na 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 na. 3 bombs.
I missed what was necessary to enter Misery Mire, though.
We got a theme here. There's another 3 bombs in Palace of Darkness.
Another 3 bombs in Mire Shed, down here at least.
Oh my! Dark Magician, where are you? don't believe we have. I believe we have yet to find anything significant here in Palace of Darkness. There's the big key. Obviously, that's significant for the dungeon, but it's not significant for progression through the game. Furaime heading through the maze of darkness here, finding the compass. While g3rd0 running through Stevestown, or not Stevestown, but Village of Outcasts again. And while I was watching g3rd0, I missed what item Furaime just picked up. But there's 5 rupees. So I think that's probably it for Palace of Darkness. Now, Pod is also a crystal, but obviously Palace of Darkness requires the hammer, so Furaime not able to finish Palace of Darkness.
I think Furaime's finally going to make the play he needed to make a long time ago and get this mirror.
Yeah. Will we see the frustration slashes is our only question here. There's the magic mirror. There's a frustration slash.
Alright, Wulfy heading through Thieves Town, which Cransoon already did. Cransoon headed through Turtle Rock, Spectacle Rock, and Death Mountain, which Wulfy already did, so both runners doing places the others already been before down here.
So g3rd0 gonna head down here and get the thief to open up the lunchbox. We'll probably also go ahead and check Bombo's tablet as well.
Kind of hard for him to check the Bombo's tablet. He doesn't have a book.
g3rd0 does.
Oh, g3rd0 has a book, okay.
Hammer! Hammer in the lunchbox!
That is a place for that.
Oh my! This is the low percentage item location seed. We've had something important in Ice Rod Cave. We've had something important in Agana's Cave. We've had something important in the lunchbox. But we just have a big 20 on the Bombo's tablet.
And Cransoon, we usually find a big key down in that chest in Hera, but we find the Ice Rod instead.
Chad did say commentators go mode on top. That is not correct. We have yet to see the Ether Medallion, and we know that is required for Troc. So we are not quite in commentators go mode yet. Furaime finding the Flaming Cheeto in Zelda's chest. And, is Furaime going... Oh no, Furaime's going to clean up escape. Okay.
Cransoon finds both items in Hera. We know it's a pendant dungeon. He knows that pedestal not required, so he is done.
Furaime saving and quitting it. Looking for that hammer. That hammer will open up lots. Well, g3rd0 heading back through. Gonna go ahead and finish up Stevestown. Now that he has the hammer, he can access all of the items in the dungeon. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this race up top is Game 3. Winner stays, loser goes home. g3rd0 taking out all 3 stall children with one dash up the hallway there. See if he goes for God Pixel here in the Hellway. And he gets it! God Pixel by g3rd0.
Cransoon about to get his bow, and Wulfy finishing off his blind fight. So our runners down here going to be close to equal, but Wulfy still has to go to Hera to get that ice rod. And Cransoon still doesn't have a sword, though. I think he's going to get one soon.
g3rd0 with some of my least favorite enemies in the game, the way overpowered grasshoppers / crickets, whatever you want to call them. Furaime noping out of Tower of Hera, finding both items, realizing not what he needs. g3rd0 heading down into the basement of Steve's Town. We'll see if the hammer was necessary or not. He'll find the last small key here in the chest. And we will see what is in the big chest. ₹300 in the chest, not necessary, but you can certainly understand the choice. g3rd0 is going to go ahead and take out Blind, the thief here. Meanwhile, Furaime running around, probably in a little bit of frustration at this point. g3rd0, amazing execution in this blind fight. Wow. That's about all I can say. That is about as good as you can do the blind fight.
Yeah,
impressive.
That's the scripted blind fight that a lot of these runners at this point, they're starting to realize exactly how his movements work when he first enters the room.
Yeah. If played right, you can get that every single time. Furaime heading on into desert will be able to complete it.
And soon he's 47 minutes in, still no sword.
Ooh. But Wulfy has Master, so where were the swords at? Do you recall?
I'm trying to remember, actually.
There's just too much action going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, for us to be able to keep it all straight.
Cransoon, he's going to head over to Ether, but he can't activate without a sword. What are you doing?
We are not playing swordless mode. You cannot activate the tablets with just the hammer. Oh wait, doesn't have the hammer either. g3rd0 looks like he is probably going to head over to Pod. Yep, absolutely. And will be able to finish Pod. Now, Furaime unfortunately did dip into Pod and did everything that was possible, but Furaime did not have the hammer at that time, so that was it's going to be a significant time loss here. You've got to think at this point, g3rd0 is in the lead, but do remember, our runners have yet to even have a whiff of the location of the Ether Medallion. That could be a factor that allows Furaime to come from behind and win this game.
Soon, however,
go ahead.
Finally getting his sword, because I remember there's one back here in Sasha's chest.
Haha.
So he's going to head over to... No, he's not going to head over to Eastern, because Eastern's independent down here. So he's might be heading... Let's bring the mushroom in. He might head back to Mire now, after all.
And remember too that when Furaime went through Pod, Furaime did not have the mirror. And I know everybody's saying, "Oh, it's not that much of a time difference." At this point in the tournament, 20, 30 seconds, or however long it takes just to get to Pod, can easily be the difference between victory and defeat.
Alright, now it looks like Cransoon. Now he has a sword. He can enter Mire. And with Mire being the vanilla ether, we might see one of our favorite memes here on Let's Pass Randomizer. It's called...
are we going to see it?
He's a little far away. He might not go for it. But we'll find out. Nope, he ignores it.
No bird toss, no bird smash either. Sacrilege.
Well, he couldn't bird smash. He didn't have the hammer.
That's true. But still.
And more Canis and Mario strats, I'm sure you're happy.
Best item in the game. Furaime's got to be stressing about that hammer at this point of the game.
So Wulfy doing one of the lesser-known ways to get to the side of the Dark World without the hammer. He's able to swim around Dark Lake Hylia Island to get to the pyramid area and to Catfish.
And that's one of those things that, because you never have to do it in the vanilla game, that is almost assuredly a randomizer-only thing. And that and the hook-shotting across the... hook-shotting across the river, in the northern part of the river, are things that people who are new to Randomizer just may not think about. Furaime is finally going to go back through and finish Thieves' Town. Now, this could be interesting as well, because we know that there are rupees in the big chest, which means if Furaime counts items correctly, he's going to remember that he's leaving an item behind in Thieves' Town. If he decides to come back later once he finds the hammer to check that chest, that could be another time loss. Furaime does not get the God Pixel, but g3rd0's going to be cleaning up.
Cransoon finds the hammer in Mire.
Oh, wow.
What a place for that. And Wulfy right now is heading into Pod. And, well, now we know that this is not going to pay off for him at all.
So g3rd0 heading on down to take out the Helmasaur King. Helps if you drop that block there, g3rd0. It's alright. We're trying to go fast. Sometimes we forget stuff. Lord knows I've done that a time or two. Answer question for the chat. The top race, Furaime versus g3rd0, is Game 3. It is the tiebreaker for our bottom race, Wulfy v Cransoon. It is Game 2. Wulfy up 1 game. For the bottom race, Pedestal Hype is still dead, or is dead. But for the top race, Pedestal Hype is still alive, but hanging by a thread. The only progression item at this point that we know of that could be on Pedestal would be the Ether Medallion, although there are still some unlikely combinations that could occur. Furaime taken down blind very well, while g3rd0 is fighting the Helmasaur King. One silver arrow to the green gem will take care of Helmasaur King. We'll see what item it drops, because I think there's one left. And it's just Big Love. Is this even randomized?
Soon finding a chest, I believe he knows that the last item is hidden behind Vitreous. However, having the silver arrows makes the Vitreous fight pretty academic at this point.
Indeed it does. All right, Furaime has the lunchbox, so Furaime will finally find the hammer here. Is it going to be too little too late, or will the Ether Medallion be the difference maker in this game? You've got to think at this moment g3rd0 has a lead, but that lead can be very tenuous.
Well, down here, it looks like the only item that's missing for Commentator's Go mode is the Fire Rod.
g3rd0 doing the swim up to Hobo, if I remember correctly, only going to find a big 20 for that effort, but...
Wulfy found Quake, it might have been Pod. I don't remember when he got it, but Tracker says he got it, so if our Tracker lets us know, that'd be greatly appreciated, as Cransoon takes on Vitreous, once again using the silver arrows, which are absolutely incredible against them.
Furaime finally finding the hammer. I wonder where Furaime is going from here. Meanwhile, g3rd0 is saying, I'm heading on into Ice Palace. You got to think from here, Furaime is going to head into Swamp Palace. So it is right now a race for the Ether Medallion. Now it could be it could get interesting here, because maybe, just maybe, the Ether Medallion is in Misery Mire, meaning that our runners will have to find the flute first, because it is possible that Bombos or Quake is the medallion required for Misery Mire. So we still have no idea how close either one of our runners are to Go mode, and it is way too early to say anybody has a significant lead at this point.
Cransoon going through Desert Palace, he's about to take on his Land Molo fight, and he'll get his third crystal from him.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the 1 hour mark in this double-header race that we have going on for you here, we'd like to remind you, if you are enjoying what you are seeing today, and how could you not, are you not entertained? Give our runners here a follow here on Twitch, and also follow Speed Gaming, Speed Gaming 2 for all of your Link to the Past randomizer tournament needs. It's all going on here. Our runners are putting in a heck of a lot of work for your entertainment. Give them your eyeballs, give them your follows. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your eyeballs and your ears, because this is an audio and visual experience here.
Wulfy making the, we know, correct play now. He's going to head into Misery Mire. He's going to get his hammer.
g3rd0, first try, Ice Palace Bomb Jump.
Fiesel takes exception to what you said for you.
It's okay. It's a metaphor!
I prefer Meta 5s.
You talking about my 5 head?
Alright, Cransoon now, he might be headed into Swamp Palace himself.
Alright, still nothing significant in Ice or Swamp that I can tell. No, we did find the cape. Ooh. Although Bumper Cave is nothing much in our upper seed, so finding the cape is not as significant as it could be. Furaime opted not to go left side swamp, as many runners generally opt to do. I have not been counting items here, so I don't know if this is going to turn out perfect or not, but it's going to be close. Answer a question in the chat. No, neither runner in the top seed has checked Spike Cave yet.
Ooh, and Cransoon finds the fire rod in the first chest in Swamp, and he is just a quake away from go mode at this point, and Wolfie found it already. I believe it's in pod. Meanwhile, Wolfie does find his hammer in Mire. Of course, when I say go mode down here, I mean a 21 and 22 chance to go mode, because they don't have the boots yet, and there's still a very slight possibility that that big key is sitting on the Torching Ants Tower.
Indeed. g3rd0 destroying Cold Stare. I did not see at all what item dropped from Argus. Cold Stare dropped a small key.
Cranson's going to wind up full clearing Swamp Palace, although we know that this is if he had just gone to pod first, he might have been able to go mode this place, and that would have been a lot faster.
So it looks like Furaime is going to head into the dungeon we just saw g3rd0 complete, Ice Palace. Meanwhile, g3rd0 looks like he's going into Swamp Palace, so this is a swap here. Significantly, though, Furaime did not go left side Swamp Palace. If that is the location of the Ether Medallion, that could be the game. And as Evil Ash noted in the chat, yeah, it's a reasonable gamble not doing left side Swamp.
Yeah, it's only 2 items, and it's a very long path to get there. Cransoon also doing the same skip, and we know it's probably going to wind up paying off for him. But Cransoon finds the all-important single arrow, so Chad is now very appeased.
Run validated. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just go ahead and remind you that if there is a necessity for a Game 3 in the wulfy83 versus Cransoon match, that Game 3 will be following up immediately after this with a little break between, so our runners can catch a break. But at 8 p.m. tonight, we will also have Amazing Ampharos versus TGH Game 3, another tiebreaker. We have yet to confirm which Speed Gaming channel that will be, but it will be broadcast tonight at 8 p.m.
So Cransoon now is taking on Argus with just the... I just realized that Cransoon still doesn't have a Master Sword, so he's not quite in one item away from going yet. He needs to find another sword somewhere.
And yes, to answer the question from the chat, that is 8 p.m. United States Eastern Time.
Cransoon doing a really good job taking out the Argus fight with just a fighter sword using spin slashes.
Yeah, that's impressive. A lot of people would use the hammer strats on that and fight the ultimate menu boss, but
Cransoon finding that Argus has the big key. Oh, that's trolly. So for those of you that came here hoping to see a fluteless, bootless seed, well, you're in luck. The top seed has been fluteless, and the bottom seed has been bootless.
Had them all together, and you got what you wanted. G3rd0 also skipping left side of swamp.
Cransoon, no, he's diving back in the swamp. He found a big key, so he's probably going to open that chest and maybe check left side afterwards.
So Furaime heading down to Cold Stair while G3rd0 is heading to Argus. It's amazing because both of these runners were fighting the same bosses flip side at the same time. Now they're both fighting the second one. Man, you talk about the sync here. Hey, thanks for the bits.
They loved your trolls.
Well, I did study vocal performance for 2 years in college, so...
I think Cransoon just drowned a key.
Oh, noes.
Oh wait, no, he didn't. Never mind. I'm
All right, so G3rd0 just going to go ahead and gamble that there's nothing on left side of swamp. Same as Furaime. Is it? It may be. It is big bomb time.
Well, G3rd0 has 6 crystals already. All he needs is that ether down, and he can go to Eastern Palette, go to Turtle Rock, and finish this place up.
That is the $64,000 question right now. Where is that ether medallion?
Oh no, Cransoon found a shovel as the last chest in the swamp. He might get trolled by that. Just giving the fans what they want.
That's right. That is what we're here for. Furaime also grabbing the big boom. Checking, seeing nothing doing on Pyramid Ledge. What does Double-Chested Fairy have? We have Little Love and Ether! Ladies and gentlemen, G3rd0 has activated Go Mode.
And Furaime's not going to be far behind. However, he is kind of far behind because he still has to complete pod.
That is correct. He will be able to go straight to Helmasaur King, but this could come down to a left side, right side in Ganon's Tower.
And soon he checked the shovel spot and found it there, and he still hasn't gone to pod yet. He is going into Ice Palace first. Wulfy, however, does find his Fire Rod in the swamp. He is now an Ice Rod away from Go Mode.
So G3rd0 is going to be heading up to the truck.
And just in case you guys forgot, I actually remember this one. Wulfy, he needs to get to Tower of Hera to get that Ice Rod.
So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, the Big Key game will be played with our upper race because they will be the first race to head into Ganon's Tower, I believe.
Yes, that's how it'll work. It'll be most likely G3rd0 side.
Most likely.
Quake, I know Wulfy found it, and I believe he found it in pod, so that's what Cransoon needs. Cransoon needs the Quake from pod, which is a crystal dungeon, so he's going to find it eventually. Wulfy needs the Ice Rod, which is in the basement of Hera. Not the basement of Hera, sorry, the first area in Hera.
Yeah, Furaime missing the correct pixel to get the jump there in Palace of Darkness. See, there's. Go ahead.
Another thing Cransoon also needs is a sword upgrade. I don't remember exactly where Wulfy found his second sword. So once Cransoon finds a sword upgrade and the Quake Medallion, he will be in go mode. Wulfy just needs the Ice Rod.
That bottom race has the unenviable possibility of having to do Master Sword Trinex, which nobody wants to do. Oh, g3rd0 finding the stick of butter in Turtle Rock. It is going to be a quick Ganon kill.
So it's very interesting right now. All 4 of our runners have 4 different swords at this moment.
It's just... Is this 4 Swords Adventures? I could have fooled me. Oh, g3rd0 taking a hit from the chomps. See, even with blue mail, 4 hearts worth of damage.
Wulfy is doing the left side first gamble. He's going to find himself a shovel. Now we know he's going to find a big key on Argus, and he'll probably have to come all the way back just to get it.
So g3rd0 still has not yet found the big key here in Turtle Rock. So this is almost certainly going to be the big key right here. There it is. Yeah, I think actually that has to be if you've cleared all of the.
How vanilla?
Vanilla.
And vanilla big key and ice palace for us down here on Cransoon's side.
Let's see, you think g3rd0 will stop and check Mimic Cave? Ha 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 ha. No, that's not even funny. So, if anyone's wondering why g3rd0 is going to continue to open chests, it's because he needs a key. And looks like unfortunately
the chat. Sorry, chat has reminded me where the another sword is that Cransoon can find, and that's a catfish actually.
So g3rd0 is going to need another key. He's unfortunately is going to find it in the laser skip room. All right, there's at least a 4-minute difference at this point between Furaime and g3rd0. And g3rd0 showing that awesome execution, doesn't need any invincibility items to dodge those lasers, or as my wife Sleepy Frog calls them, the eye spaghetti, because they do kind of look like spaghetti.
So just like what you saw in your race, Wulfy kills off Argus just as Cransoon gets the Colts there.
Alright, well g3rd0 is going to make ridiculously short work of Trinex here with Butter Sword.
Cransoon finishes off the Colts there fight. He only had Fighter Sword for it, but he had half Magic Fire Rod, which helped him out a lot, and used the hammer to finish it off.
g3rd0 doesn't quite get the quick kill. Yep, Trinex is gonna shoot the head out there, but and there goes Trinex.
So what time is it for you?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. There are 22 chests in Ganon's Tower in which the big key could be. Put your guess in the chat right now. If you are a donator or subscriber to Speed Gaming and you guess correct, your correct guesses can be tallied and you can be on the leaderboards.
And again, this is only going to be for the top race. We're not going to do it again for the bottom race.
And the countdown ends once g3rd0 actually enters Ganon's Tower, so... And this could be the determining factor in the race right now. If it is on one side and g3rd0 goes the other and Furaime guesses correctly, that could be our race. But if g3rd0 finds the big key early, that will be the end of the race. g3rd0 is mirroring out, so he will not be making the right side gamble. Rip Bob. g3rd0 getting a small key from Bob's torch.
Cransoon finding his fourth bottle in the Pyramid Fairy area. He's still looking for that Quake Medallion. I think his next stop will have it, and if he goes to Catfish first, he'll get his sword also. But no, Cransoon making a play towards Pod first, so his Goma item will be a Goma item that I'm famous for calling the Master Sword.
Wow, that being the Go Mode item. Not something you see every day.
Not at all.
Alright, so we have gotten up to the first 8 chest locations in g3rd0's Ganon Tower climb, so if you guessed 1 through 8, better luck next time. My guess of 13 is still alive. And there is number 9 not working out. Alright, here we go. Here's Randomizer room. There's half magic. There's the flute. A little late for that.
Flute and Randomizer room.
Yeah. And red mail. Alright, so there's the first 13 Ganon's Tower chests. So, yeah, so g3rd0's going to have red mail, butter sword, and silver arrows. Ganon does not stand a chance. Alright, and Bob's chest has a fairy in a bottle.
Cransoon finds his Quake Medallion. He knows all he needs now is a sword to complete it, but he can go to Ganon's Tower at this point.
Right, are they at Ice Armos, or is it going to be a forced right side Ganon's Tower? Yes, it is. Forced right side. They did not get a key in the first two chests, so it was not possible to do the right side gamble. But the seed says, all right, we're going to make you go right side anyway.
Yeah, Furaime could easily catch up if he does the Dark Magician route, which is go left side first, all the way to the 4 chests to the Stalfos, then mirror out and go right.
That is correct. We'll see if he elects to do that. It is not a common route in this version of the logic anymore. And g3rd0 missing with the Cane of Samaria block. Easy to do. Gets it the second time. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Number 19 is your answer.
Looks like your winner is RD Walsh V. Congratulations, sir or ma'am. And you are now on the leaderboard. And yeah, you're in first. He's got the most. He has 10.
Wow, that is impressive.
Diamond-T watches these races a lot. Thank you for your support, sir. Wait, this was 18? Oh yeah, you forgot Tile Room, right? Yeah, you forgot Tile Room.
I did forget Tile Room. My bad.
Man,
it's too close to math.
It's too late.
Yeah, that's too close to math for a lawyer over here.
Ooh, but Furaime is doing the Dark Magician strats. He's going to catch up a lot here.
Ooh. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we may have a race. So now the difference between g3rd0 and Furaime is mere seconds as opposed to minutes.
I would say about a little more than 1 minute. He's a gauntlet behind, a little more than a gauntlet behind. So I'm going to go finish Hummus King. We haven't seen Hummus King yet, so if he drops the last sword, we're in go mode for Cransoon. But that's all Cransoon's looking for is a sword. We know where one is, but he's probably not going to check it. So he'll probably try to find one, Turtle Rock or Ganon Tower.
g3rd0, that half magic is going to be significant. Remember, g3rd0 got the half magic from the left side of Ganon's tower. This is not a silverless run, so it's not nearly as significant as it could be.
Down here on the bottom race, the ice round that Wulfy's looking for is in Tower of Hera, the first place you check.
And our top race here, I mean, you see g3rd0, it's at an hour 24. This is gonna be an incredibly quick seed here. I'm terrible at estimating, but it looks possible this could be sub 130.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a sub 130. Assuming that there's nothing goes wrong in the Ganon fight at this point.
Right. Or just awful RNG with Aga 2. Yeah, we are looking about a minute and a half separating g3rd0 and Furaime.
Cransoon finding the first shield on Helmasaur. Not what he was looking for. He was looking for a sword, not the shield.
g3rd0 not getting the best pattern from Aga2, but does take him down pretty quickly.
Cransoon now going to make his way to Turtle Rock. He's going to hope to find his sword upgrade either in Turtle Rock or in Ganon's Tower. Otherwise, although because we've seen most of those places on Wulfy's side, I don't think there's much left. However, call your game and find on g3rd0's side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, g3rd0 is heading into the big pig fight. It is pork barbecue time. As I mentioned before, he has red mail, he has butter sword, and the silver arrows. This is not going to be very difficult for g3rd0. Is already in the final stage of the fight, or nearly in the final stage of the fight. And yes, as a matter of fact, he did find the silver arrows, Ganon. Setting him up here. That is 2. This is number 3. Got one more hit going down. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. GG's to g3rd0.
It's GG to g3rd0. He finishes in first place and moves on to the top 8. He has an official SRL time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Very nicely done. Very nice seed by g3rd0. Again, sub 130. It's what we all hope to be able to get. But GG's as well to Furaime, doing very well in this tournament, doing very well in this seed. Not going to be very far behind g3rd0, but unfortunately it is time to say goodbye to Furaime. That is 2-0 for g3rd0.
2-1 for g3rd0.
I'm sorry, yes, 2-1 for g3rd0. Thank you. I stand corrected.
Wulfy turns in the green pen and only gets a piece of heart for it, though. Again, there's still a chance down here that, you know, they don't have the boots. There's a slight possibility that the big key has the big key on the torch, and boots might be required, and it might be somewhere they haven't checked yet.
Oh wow, Furaime with a double-double on Ganon to win. Wow. Nicely done. Once Furaime steps in, we will give you his official SRL time, and it is 1 hour 28 1 hour 28 minute 28 seconds. There we go. My gosh, a winner is you. GG's to Furaime. Almost exactly a minute and a half between our two runners. All right, but we still have a race going on down in our bottom two.
Yep, this
runners here.
It's getting really interesting. Wulfy's about to get his 6th crystal. Cransoon is in the dungeon for his 7th crystal. Cransoon just needs to find a sword upgrade and he can complete the game. Wulfy, he needs to get to Tower of Hera and find the Ice Rod.
So the question is, does Cransoon YOLO into Ganon's Tower hoping for a sword upgrade, or does he try to run around and find one before entering Ganon's Tower?
I think he's in the situation where he probably wants to YOLO it only because there's a high likelihood of one being in there.
Agreed.
This might mean he might check a chest that we don't see open in Randomizer or in No Major Glitches, only casual runs. The Ganon's Tower big chest.
It's true. And no, he will not check Mimic Cave, though.
Very interesting. I almost started trolling Wulfy a little bit, dodging those silver arrow shots.
Hey, go ahead and shout out again to Levin Firestorm for tracking the top race. Thank you so much. Probably the most important aspect of broadcasting these races.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, such a thankless job, but such an important job as well. Thank you for Levin Firestorm for tracking the top race for us, and Raspberry Flu for working the bottom race for us.
Absolutely. Shout outs to the tracker, the unsung heroes of the tournament, although we are kind of singing their praises at the moment. So perhaps they are the sung heroes. Okay, sorry.
So Wulfy going into Eastern Palace, he's still looking for that ice rod. It could be literally anywhere. However, we're in a situation where we know where it is. He just has to get there.
Cransoon with the half magic and Brian making the laser skip bridge no big deal.
Finds Bombos in the last chest. That's not necessary though.
Mr. Cransoon in the unenviable position of doing fighter sword try next. Obviously, he's gonna pull out the hammer and use that instead of the fighter sword. But oof. Now we have seen it before, though, where a runner decided to YOLO Ganon's Tower and did not find a sword upgrade. Is that going to happen this time, or is Cransoon going to have some luck here?
So very interesting. Cransoon not even bothering the hammer. He just used the fire rod a bunch of times to take out that ice head.
Hey, if you got the half magic, why not, right?
However, this part of the Trinex fight, using just a hammer, kind of tough. The hammer hitbox is not the best, but he gets done very nicely.
Yeah, very nicely done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to do the official game again, but there are 22 chests in Ganon's Tower in which the big kick could be. What number is it going to be?
Now, here's the saving grace for Wulfy also now. He's going to get his ice rod before heading into Turtle Rock, so he'll be in go mode. If there's no sword easily accessible in Ganon's Tower, he might take the lead back from Cransoon.
That is correct. Oh. Wulfy's got to find that ice rod really fast.
Oh, and he's skipping Tower of Hera. He's going straight to the... Oh, no. He's going to... All right, never mind.
Is he going to take the gamble on ice rod being in Turtle Rock? Oh. That is not a bad idea, because very often the ice rod is in Turtle Rock, but see, nope, he is going to Turtle Rock. You are correct, Ramper.
Yeah, this is not going to end well for Wulfy.
No, it's not.
Cransoon entering Ganon's Tower. He's looking for two things. He's looking for the big key, and he's looking for a sword upgrade.
We got big 20, and we got a small key, and he's going right.
Yep, you get that small key on the right side, more often than not, you're going to go right first. Also, he doesn't want to look at the lantern at this point. He doesn't want to see anything there at the moment.
And that half magic helping out a lot. Now, this is going to be, the timing here is going to be tight. Remember, Cransoon does not have the boots, so he's got to do this near flawlessly, and he makes it. Of course he does. At this stage of the tournament, that's the caliber of players we have.
Now, wouldn't it be funny if the big key is somewhere in Ganon's tower? A sword upgrade is on the torch, and the boots are in the big chest.
We'll see, but we did find the bloomerang.
Oh yeah, that's very important. So, Cransoon, he's going to do left side. Let's see what's going to do. Let's see what's going to happen with Cransoon side. Up just a piece of heart. So boots are not required for the seed, and Cransoon can finish this off. Again, he needs to find a sword, but he can finish off finish off Ganon's tower.
Just hoping for a master sword. Is that wow? Is that lack of a sword going to be a difference maker in this
there it is,
race?
master sword. Cransoon now in go mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cransoon has activated go mode.
Activating go mode, an hour 36 in, while in Ganon's tower. Because
and ladies and gentlemen, Furaime with a 1 minute 52 second item time. Wow. That was impressive. Absolutely a clutch sword for Cransoon.
Yeah, Cransoon needed to find that sword in the worst way, and the odds were it's going to be here because we didn't see on Wulfy side either, so he's probably going to still have a chest, try to find his tempered, so he doesn't have to worry about using the Master Sword in Ganon at all. Now, if Cransoon holds on to win... Oh, there's the tempered sword. There were two swords in Ganon's tower. Wow.
Wow, two swords in Ganon's tower. Impressive. Most impressive.
That means more than likely Wulfy will have Butter Sword. However, this race is just about over because Wulfy's in Turtle Rock without the Ice Rod. We know where the Ice Rod is.
And it's not Turtle Rock.
No, sir. Meanwhile, Randomizer Room does not have the big key either, so we're going Ice Armos.
Hey, it's going to be in the last chest he checks.
It will be in the last chest he checks. Well, at least in the basement.
Yeah, it's possible he might check more on his way up. He might even check the validation chest.
Possibility you can do that. Unfortunately, without the boots, you can't quite glitch your way around this warp, so you have to take the warps here. Now, if Cransoon holds on to win, Game 3 between Cransoon and Wulfy will be immediately following this race.
Yep. And if so, I will have to tag out to another commentator because I am unable to continue providing commentary on this race.
Yeah, we will have new commentators most likely. We're going to have a slight pause to refresh everything, but immediately after this, give or take 10 minutes, we will bring you Game 3, assuming Cransoon holds on to win. Oh, Cave had the boots. Oh, wow.
Oh. What
Someone
are
in chat,
those?
Someone in chat actually called that right before you opened it. Alright. Ice Armos, Piece of Heart, Green Rupee, and Red Rupee.
It is Tile Room.
Tile Room has the big key in this seed.
22 out of 22.
Just because the seed wasn't trolling enough to go in.
That's right. One last trollolololololol.
And they don't even have the... Well, Cransoon doesn't have the powder. Wulfy found it. So not having a pattern means you gotta dodge these anti-fairies along with, the wall masters and the tiles. And after dodging all those tiles, he's gonna drink the red potion just to be safe.
I don't blame him at all.
Although he does also have a fairy and a blue, so Wulfy in Laser Bridge, he's gonna get the unfortunate news that, sorry, your ice rod's in another castle.
That's right. And will we see the frustration slashes? Nope, no frustration slashes, just a mirror out.
And I'm hoping he checks Hera first. And it looks like he will, because he's going to just save the warp point there. And let's see, hopefully Flutes and OP saves and quits. I think he loses save point there, so that might cost him. But at this point, yeah.
Yeah, he's got Mountain Cave. No, that's where he should have stayed.
Oh, where is he going? He's going to Sanctuary? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, he's going to go Bonk Rocks. Yeah, because remember, he found the boots. What a red herring the boots were.
The boots were a big-time red herring. He's going to check all the boot locations. There's 2 of them to check. They're right here, but still. Oh, this is gonna set him back even more. Hey, he found a fire shield at least.
Ooh.
I'm trying to look at the bright side of things.
Yeah. At least he doesn't have the Fisher-Price shield anymore.
Well, Cransoon entering the gauntlet. He's got a very, very comfortable lead here. He doesn't know it, of course, but he's got a very comfortable lead.
You can't play it like you got a comfortable lead.
Not at all.
Wulfy, when is Wulfy going to head on over to Tower of Hera?
I think he's going to head back there towards that way now. So he's going to end up... Well, he's not going to full clear Hera because he's going to CDI shot at the very first place he checks.
You hate to see that kind of thing happen, but that is Randomizer, ladies and gentlemen. That is what is exciting about Randomizer. It's not just about your execution. It is about your decision-making, your routing processes, and sometimes just a little bit of luck. And to answer the question in the chat, as far as I am aware, yes. Same bat time. Well, not same bat time. Different bat time, but same bat channel for Game 3 of wulfy83 versus Cransoon coming to you live immediately after this. Well, not technically immediately. We'll probably have about a 10-minute break for our runners. There's the ice rod. wulfy83 has activated Go mode.
Go mode. Cransoon about to enter the last area here. He is not going to check these last chests. So he is fine with what he has. He has Tempered Sword. He's thankful for that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Entering in his tower with this fighter and having Tempered is definitely a great feeling.
And of course, you got to have somebody getting trolled just a little bit of a little poke there from the Dead Rocks, because it is not a Link to the Past run without the Dead Rocks just a little trolly.
Hashtag ban Dead Rocks. Start the movement.
Indeed. It's not hard. VTorp, Carcat, hey guys, you can take them out.
You can do it in Randomizer.
That's right. Oh, Cransoon with the cape strats for the most annoying room in the game, or what can be the most annoying room in the game.
Yeah, use a cape and just dodge everything. Don't even bother. You have half magic. He can afford it. And entering the Aga-2 fight, he gets a double on the first shot. Looks like he's lining up for about to be another double, but the real Aghanim shot a blue ball instead.
Everyone hates blue balls.
Yeah, phrasing.
What? When Aghanim tosses blue balls at you, that's awful, because that means you can't get a hit on him.
Sure, got it. And soon done with the Aga. The pig is now a bat, and he'll become a pig again because Zelda.
Because Zelda.
Because Zelda, yes. And once Cransoon is finished up, if Furaime and g3rd0 are still hanging around, we'll interview everyone at a reasonable time.
And at a reasonable volume.
But it won't be too long because we have to set up for Wulfy and Cransoon real quick. So once this is done, we'll get set up for Game 3, Cransoon and Wulfy. Assuming Cransoon holds on here, which I'm assuming he will.
And Cransoon just face-tanking Ganon there. Can't say I blame him, because it's not going to be much of a problem with the silver arrows. Yes, 10-foot Brett. Thank you for catching the reference there. That was awesome.
You always love it when someone in chat gets your obscure references.
It's not that obscure, but
okay,
still.
Office Space isn't too obscure. I usually drop Simpsons. That's not obscure either.
All right, Cransoon.
Nice double. He needs one more hit.
And he's going to have to light a torch, unfortunately.
But he gets it done, and the pig is down. GG's to Cransoon. He wins this race, wins Game 2, forces a Game 3 between him and Wulfy. And we have an SRL time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, 24 seconds. Wulfy forfeits and says, let's break 15 minutes before the next match, and I think we all here at Speed Game will agree with that too. So
Absolutely.
GG's to all 4 of our runners. Congratulations going out to g3rd0 for moving on to the top 8. And stay tuned once Cransoon and Wulfy get ready and get set for Game 3. We will be right back here with a Game 3, wulfy83 and Cransoon.
And GG's congratulations to Cransoon for forcing a Game 3. We'll be back. Both of these two exceptional runners will be fighting for their tournament lives. Do not close that browser tab. The 2017 Fall Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament continues here on Speed Gaming 2. Stay right here. We will be back after our runners take a break. Thank you.
Well, we won't be back. We will have new commentators for you guys. However, watch as Feezel works his magic and gets ready for Game 3.